Hello, hello. Welcome to Fruit Punch Unfiltered. So, in this little session, we're going to have queer, candid conversations. We're going to be having little listening sessions, but also we have a very special guest artist today. Right here, we have the Bollyvvitch. Hello, Bollyvvitch.
You all right?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
What?
Fresh from Manchester.
Yeah, hailing straight from Manchester. So Bollyvvitch is a iconic performer, dancer, singer, songwriter, activist. Please
Keep going.
please tell the people a bit more about yourself, Bolly.
So where do I start? So I am originally from Blackburn. You can tell when I hit the R's.
Blackburn.
Yeah. But I've lived in Manchester for a really long time now. Probably we're going on about 20 years. I'm a South Asian trans performer and writer. I published my first book called Tainted Beauty, which came out in 2019, which told my story of what it was like to grow up in Blackburn in the 90s and early 2000s, and just a really honest, candid, sexy, inappropriate storytelling, which is always a good thing. Then in 2019, I started performing in drag as the Bollyvvitch because I wanted to reclaim being a South Asian person and being, a queer person and not being made to choose, which is something I and quite a lot of South Asian people, or quite a lot of Asian people, have had to deal with when kind of coming to terms with their queerness and also their heritage and how people are made them feel that way. So that was my way of reclaiming that. And doing Bollywood horror drag was extremely niche.
Oh, definitely.
So it got me noticed.
Oh, no, definitely. Especially in the Bollywood queer sort of scenes, a lot of people want to go towards the commercial Bollywood, but you completely flip it on its head, get the darkness out.
That's it. Well, it's one of those things where, like, I'm showing my age now, but there's this kind of goodness gracious me drag.
Oh yeah, which is very popular.
Which is very popular,
yeah.
Which is very popular and also valid, if that's what you want to do. But I didn't want to do that because it's been done many, many times.
Just don't want to be another number.
No. Yeah. So I thought, well, I want to do something where I'm performing, but also how can I take Bollywood and my heritage and flip it in a way that becomes a performance that you wouldn't see at like your auntie's wedding that you ignore.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? You know what it's like? When you go to an Asian wedding and they always have to do some kind of dance performance. And
maybe a rehearsed dance performance, get the brothers and sisters to do a little...
The ones that aren't serving the food.
Exactly, exactly,
right.
yeah.
So
savings, mate.
Yeah,
savings.
Yeah, so it's like, but then no one's noticing it, no one's paying attention. So I wanted to do something where it's like, if I go up on stage, even if you don't understand a fucking word I'm saying, like, you're gonna understand the story.
So, but this is the thing, when I've seen you hit the stage, you manage to encapsulate and like capture the audience so quickly. Your stage, I mean, I had the pleasure of meeting Bollyvvitch during one of the Hungama shows.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and Hungama platforms so many like queer South Asian artists, but I think this was the first time we had a Gujarati artist on Hungama.
It was,
yeah. So it was like mad iconic, but when I actually saw you hit the stage, it was it's a really dark performance. The way that you like look into the audience, as soon as you make eye contact with the Bollyvvitch, it is insane. You are in a trance.
That's right.
Absolute trance. So you've been starting to explore music now and start making some music.
Yes. So for so long, I've always wanted to create music and do music, but a lot of things have gotten in the way in terms of just how life gets in the way. Then when I started doing drag, it was my way of being able to get onto the stage and create something artistic. Because being a writer is fantastic, and I've written 2 books, but it's not very visual. You have to sit down and read. But what could I do to kind of grab people's attention? So when I started doing drag, I really, really loved it. But suddenly I started to realize that actually my love of music and my passion for creating music was starting to kind of bubble to the top. And I really didn't want to waste it. So last January, I just sat down and thought, you know what, I'm gonna write my music, and I ended up writing an entire album in a week. So
a week?
Yeah. So this was last.
To be fair, coming from writing and being published and going into songwriting as well, that is
so
a natural like progression as well.
Exactly. So January 2024 was when I finished writing my entire album in a week.
Wow.
And then I started secretly recording it from like March last year. And here we are.
Amazing. Well, I mean, I know that a couple things obviously had to have inspired you. And so we're going to start playing some music that, let's say, is a very inspirational song to Evie. Do you want to talk about the first song we're going to play?
Yes. So the first song is The Pleasure Principle by Janet Jackson. Now, I mean, the Control album is amazing. But I chose this one because it's one of the very first Janet Jackson songs I heard back in the day. And I not only did I love the song, but I loved its visuals, the way she moved. It was something I'd never seen before. I love kind of like my interpretation of it, of like owning your pleasure and owning kind of your oneness with yourself and being unapologetic about it, which is why I love in the video, she is just performing by herself.
Yeah,
it is just undiluted energy coming from one person.
It's also like you being also a very big multidisciplinary artist as well, being able to like channel your work into not just like dancing and performing, but also writing, singing.
Absolutely.
So I think this is going to be
this was a good place to start. So
all right, so the first song we're going to play, one of Evie's inspirations, Bollyvvitch's inspirations, is Janet Jackson, the
Pleasure Principle.
The Pleasure Principle, that's it.
What I thought was
right. So that was the iconic the Pleasure Principle by
right.
Janet Jackson.
It's a tongue twister.
It is a bit of a tongue twister as well. It's a Freudian term, isn't it? The Pleasure Principle.
I think so. I think you can interpret it in that way, absolutely. And especially with the Control album, there's a lot of kind of themes in it that are really unapologetic, because the previous two albums that Janet Jackson did, they were very much controlled, ironically, by other people, and it was music that she really didn't want to do. So when she did her and they didn't do very well, so then when she did her third album, she broke away from her family and wanted to work on something that was more about herself, which is why she created Control. So
do you feel like that creative practice has kind of influenced your approach as well towards your album?
Absolutely, yeah, because it just goes to show that if you are authentically yourself and you create the content that you want to create, you create the sounds or the material or the art that you want to make, as long as you love it and you commit to it 100%, it will travel, like it will resonate with people. Whereas, if you just stick to this kind of cookie cut way of what people think they want to hear, people get bored of that really quickly.
Oh, definitely. I say
really
don't feed the people the meal that they want. Give them something new, like excite the taste buds, It doesn't always have to be something unexpected. I feel like some of the best stuff and the best music is an amalgamation of all these different styles. What's that term that everyone keeps saying? Zeitgeist these days,
Yeah.
And it's like being a good representation of what the people are listening to now or getting into. It could be commercial, it could be something that's very electronic.
Yeah.
But I feel like what you're exploring now is going from influences of your past, but also reinterpreting it of where you are now.
Absolutely.
Like you must listen to this song very differently to like how you were when you were younger.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like, because obviously when you're younger, it's just, I like what I like. It's a bop. I enjoy listening to it. But then as you get older and you start to kind of understand where it comes from, and then you get older as well, and you understand how the world works and how you can take on things that don't belong to you and change you, or you listen to your own rhythm and create what you want to create. It then makes listening to all these things from the past that much more special.
Oh, definitely. Especially like being queer and South Asian. I feel like a lot of like queer South Asians have always had this repressive nature in their culture.
Yeah.
They, especially when we migrate to the West, we've always had our parents trying to really like restrict what kind of ways we can express ourselves.
Yes.
So being able to also like choose to express yourself in a way that's dark, but still keep some of the South Asian like heritage in it, even though it's not so welcome in a lot of our own spaces, it's
which is crazy to me.
Yeah, very much.
It's crazy that a lot of the times the stigma comes from people like of our own culture.
Oh no, fully. So how like that brings me into the question of like your name as well, Bollyvvitch. Like, where did you come with Bollyvvitch? Like, what inspired you to express yourself?
Yeah, so like I created Bollyvvitch. Well, actually, at the time, it was the Bollyvvitch.
Yeah. So that's right, the Bollyvvich.
Bollyvvich.
The one and the only.
That's it. I was just saying, I'm not a Bollyvitch. I'm the motherfucking Bollyvvich.
It's cool to consider there could be a multiple Bollyvitches. It's like a little coven, a global coven, like
literally. So I wanted to really make it clear that me being a practicing witch since I was 12 or 13 years old, and me being a South Asian queer person, I wanted the name to be like really clear in terms of like who I am and what I'm about, like what you're about to get. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like this is the recipe.
I'm South Asian, I'm a witch, bitch.
Yeah. This is the recipe. This is what I'm cooking with. You're gonna eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's what it came from.
But I think that's the good thing as well. Like with artists, when you know exactly what the essence is just by their name, like Bollyvvitch, like you already got it. But also like witchcraft in South Asian culture, because paganism is huge in South Asia. Like you can refer to so much of the pre-colonial religions as pagan. Like even the term Hinduism's a British colonial term, isn't it? Just to like homogenize South Asian practices into like one.
Yeah,
religion,
I think that like, when it comes to magic and being South Asian, like it really goes hand in hand. Like there is so much, like people can look into it, and there's so much in the ways of like history that intertwine between like magical practice and being South Asian and being persecuted for that. You know, I've just come back from Malta and learned so much from a certain area in Malta where they were persecuting Muslim people and executing them for crimes of witchcraft.
And
it's stuff that I'm learning like as I go on. And you know, I've been a practicing witch for a really long time, but I never stop learning. And it's just become a huge part of my kind of self that I could not create art without pouring that into that. And that's where this whole thing came from in terms of being the Bollyvvitch. I feel it every time I go on stage, and I know the audience feels it as well.
Oh no, definitely. Like you literally put people in an absolute, like, you spellbound people. You're spellbinding. Like,
and I love doing that. I love it. It's like even when I'm doing a performance that in front of a predominantly white audience, it does not faze me, because as soon as I'm done, or sometimes even while I'm performing, I'll notice that the room is really quiet.
That's because they're in a trance.
I'll think that, they are fucking bored as shit. Like, they do not know what the fuck's going on.
Mate,
but then that's it. Then when I look a little bit closer, I'm like, right, they're just gagged. They're just like absolutely gagged. They just don't know how to respond. And then as soon as I'm done, they're just like, what? They're just like going nuts. So I'm just like, oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We're in the right place.
I think as well, like the way that you perform, it fully just embodies everything that you are, especially now working on in this album as well. And having witchcraft as part of your identity. I mean, even personally, like my grandma, so she, even though we're like from Muslim background, we got accused of witchcraft, but that's because cultural practices pre-Islamic like colonies were seen as witchcraft, as pagan stuff. But the thing is, it's so ingrained in culture, even though if people are practicing the religion, they're still going to be having these old time like rituals or practices that they still retain. But then at that point, I even found it difficult to express my darker self as well. But when I see you and what you're doing with, we'll talk about the drag show later as well.
We've got
a nice little subject coming up. What you're doing over there is fucking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But I wanted to, we're going to be switching between like songs. So I wanted to play a song that I thought is pretty cool. It's got a South Asian singer featured in. Her name is Tommy Genesis, along with Alice Long-Yu-Gao. But it's a song by this artist called Paris, and it's called Burn the Witch.
Cunt.
All right. That was Burn the Witch by Paris.
That was so good.
That was my ode to you. That was my ode to you, man.
I am honored. That was so good. I love it.
It's queer content. All artists are queer as well. Like, also just the context of it. It's kind of like flipping like sexuality, but also like the association of it with witchcraft. Like, have you experienced any sort of like sex shaming as well when it comes to the realms of like witchcraft and paganism? Like, you know, the stereotypes of like, oh, they like to jump through fires and fertility rituals, which I think is beautiful as well.
Yeah, because obviously like sex magic is like a big part of being a witch, and we don't shy away from it. And obviously when you look at kind of folk horror or like folk tales, you look at movies like The Wicker Man and Blood on or like
such an amazing movie,
or Blood on Satan's Claw and everything like that. It really like delves into sexuality but also sex, and I think that's really important. But a lot of people don't tend to kind of not resonate, but they just try to kind of see it as a really inappropriate thing. Like, I think probably the most recent one I could
prudish.
say. Yeah,
very
prudish. Yeah, I think a really recent example would be the movie Midsommar, where
I thought that was fantastic.
It's one of my absolute favorites, and it really does kind of look at kind of how kind of like pagan communities operate, especially when it comes to sexual practices and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and I think people either shame me or they fetishize it. So they either think that I'm being really inappropriate or they just want me to ride the face.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, this is a treat for me.
Yeah.
Just completely objectify, like your presence and your being is for me to consume, essentially. Yeah.
And I got, I really came into I really came into like owning my sexuality, but like and owning like my sex really when I was younger, and I used to work in a sex shop, and I was exposed to like so much, especially when I used to go to some of the parties.
Still going to them, still performing at some as well, actually.
And oh my God, I love that. But like yes, and it really kind of like fused into my identity, which then comes out in my art and everything like that. But yeah, I think either way, I just don't give a shit what people think. I've worked too hard for this pussy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am not
a talented pussy.
Yeah, I am not going to kind of dial it back just because you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even like the Bollyvvitch content as well, like the way that you interact with your witchcraft as well, it must have so much influence with your sex life and the way you even approach writing music and even like maybe performing. Like, how do you go about like incorporating sexuality and queer love into your work?
You know what? It's not hard at all, to be honest. Like, I am so comfortable with who I am. And I think it comes from years of people defining who I am, to me flipping it and defining myself and understanding who I am as a person. But then also, like, after having my lower surgery, which was, 17 years ago, I describe it in my book as being a virgin all over again. So I had to learn so much about myself, about touching myself, about what it feels to have sex, what it feels to give pleasure, to receive pleasure, all in my early 20s. Like, I'm like someone's just pressed the reset button. And that is still something I'm learning now, and still something I'm learning about myself, about what pleasure and what sex means to me. So incorporating that into my art on stage is actually really fun, because it's a way of being quite liberating and get away with a lot of stuff. And also, I love being watched.
Exhibitionism at heart.
I love
exhibition
to watch,
purely at
and I
heart.
love being watched.
So I also, I watched you on also like an incredible program. It's called Womanhood. You were featured on Womanhood on BBC.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so it was a documentary series that was interviewing all different women around the UK, and they approached me because they wanted to include like the trans storyline or trans narrative. And you know what? It was really interesting because it got to a place where it was quite uncomfortable.
I think so as well. I mean, they need to they ask questions that are so profiling as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you held it so good in terms of not making yourself as the spectacle that they wanted.
That's it.
It was such the way
when I was asked by Shirley Ballas, oh, you've been married for 3 years to a cis straight het man who didn't know that you were trans when you first met him. Could he not tell? And it's instead of even answering her question, I just said, how would you feel if someone asked you what your pussy looks like?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I didn't say it in those words.
More, yeah.
But and she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to say and everything like that. And then off camera, I had to say to her that, this is a safe space, but safe space doesn't mean that you can just ask me anything and I'm obligated or obliged to tell you. You asking me that question was such a clear indication that because you know that I'm trans, you feel that you're better than me. And she went, no. I went, no, it is. I'm not attacking you. It's just fact.
A lot of people do see it as an opportunity just to make a bigger spectacle as well.
Yeah. So I turned it around on her and said that, as a safe space, it doesn't mean you can say what you want. It's about having those uncomfortable conversations without it turning to confrontation. I'm not gonna attack you, but at the same time, I'm going to make sure that you know that if I was not a trans person, you wouldn't dream of asking me what my husband thinks of my body. I wouldn't dream of asking what your husband thinks of your body, which is why I don't ask.
It's so invasive as well.
It's so invasive.
As in, where is the boundary for queer people to actually exist without every aspect of their life being profiled?
I don't need to be dissected by you.
Especially if they don't care. A lot of times they don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah.
It's all just out of morbid fascination, and I'm not here to be your spectacle.
Exactly.
At all.
I always say to people as well, if you want to come to queer spaces, you want to engage with queer people, you don't need to make us a spectacle, but also know the reason why you're in this space as well, because it is also taking up space,
Yeah.
And if you want to join our parties, if you want to be around us, just exist with us. You don't need to make it into I want to learn about this. We're not here to educate you every single day.
And we get it from so many different angles, not only from a trans perspective, but just even from being a person of color. When you get where are you from?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You say all the places in the UK.
You don't look Gujarati. You don't look Guji.
Oh no. Fully. And this is the thing though. They're kind of asking you usually why are you brown?
Yeah. Literally.
What kind of brown are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's kind of when you say, oh look, I'm from Birmingham. I'm from Smethwick, or you can talk about your hometown. They know where are you really from?
Where are you from?
And it's
where's your mum from?
But it's why are you deporting me? Why are you verbally deporting me for? Okay, all right. So I want to go on to your new single. Yes. So Bollyvvitch has just released a new single, streaming on all platforms.
Celestial.
Yeah. So do you want to tell us a little bit about Celestial?
Yeah. So my debut single, Celestial, which is out now. It is all about queer love, and I wrote this song inspired by my mum, because when I told her that I was trans and this is what I need to do in order to get to where I need to be, I was living in Blackburn at the time, and she said, Evie, the best thing for you to do is to leave.
Oh no.
And at first I was like, whoa, I did not expect that from my mum. But then she said, because don't stay somewhere that's going to make you so unhappy.
I see.
She's like, I don't want you to leave, and I will be sick to my stomach if you did leave. But I know that if you stay in Blackburn, where you are so unhappy, you will not be able to flourish in the way that you need to. So why don't you go to where you are happy and what makes you happy, and be who you want to be. And fuck everyone else.
That's
because
amazing.
You don't need to prove shit to a bunch of people in a town that have just made your life hell that you can't stand.
Yeah.
So
I feel like sometimes a lot of South Asian parents aren't afforded the complexity to actually have very accommodating and progressive thoughts, but also just as in just being defined as conservative or ignorant just because we come from this sort of culture. Yes, we have a lot of conservative aspects, but the thing that a lot of us struggle with, and I've struggled with it, even a lot of my queer South Asian friends, it's defining our parents as fundamentally ignorant, homophobic, transphobic people. But in reality, it's we've not even extended the hand to even see. We just assumed from what the world is telling us, That's
it.
But when you do actually communicate, it's sort of they also see their position and not mortality, but they just see their like position in their culture and saying, look, this culture isn't even ready to start changing in this sort of way, but you are my baby and I want all the best for you.
Yeah.
So flourish, I'll be here, fuck what everyone else thinks. I think that's amazing because it's like, I think, well, women are some of the most powerful people in the world, but mainly in terms of like how much nurturing culture they provide.
Yeah.
Don't ever fuck with a mother's love. A good mother, you know, not all mothers are great.
And that's why I took what she said and I created Celestial, because especially in like current times, it's like we need to have a place, whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, where we be ourselves and not think that we have to prove anything to anyone. And that's what Celestial is. That's like my gift to say, like, come with me. Like, because if you're with me, nothing bad's gonna happen.
It's absolutely amazing.
So let's just take flight.
All right. So our next song to play is Celestial by the Bollyvvitch.
Where we can run to, another world where we can get through all of the pain that we've been holding on to. You don't belong here with them no more. You don't have to worry anymore. Let's journey, I can take you there, take you there. Through the stars, atmosphere is shaking. Straight to your heart, I know we can make it. No turning back, through time and space. Celestial. I can see you shining through. Let's stay together. Breathe into this forever. Life is hard. I'll be there to heal you. I'll always find you. Queer love eternal. Through the stars, atmosphere is shaking. Straight to your heart, I know we can make it. No turning back, through time and space. Celestial. I wanna dance where I'm free. I'm so tired of always standing still. Celestial.
Wow. That was Celestial by Bollyvvitch. That was fucking amazing, man.
I know, right?
Absolutely amazing. Like it's sort of mad, again, like late 90s, 2000s, kind of dance, trance sort of vibes as well. The gates in it, we were talking about this earlier, the gates in it, Chef's kiss,
thank
man.
you.
So who was the producer that you worked with?
So shout out to Chris Durkin, who is an amazing Manchester-based
Shout out to
producer.
Chris.
We got together last year, and the synergy was just synergizing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was amazing. We were able to create some amazing sounds. Celestial is one of my absolute favorites. Little tidbit about Celestial is that I recorded the track about 4 weeks after I had brain surgery.
Yes.
So when I was in the studio, I had like shaved head and stitches and everything. And I was just letting all this energy out because it was all just sitting there waiting. And it just shows like the resilience that one can really muster when it comes to creating something that is positive and something that is really personal.
Yeah. Rising out the ashes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And but the whole album is produced by Chris. I can't wait for people to hear it. It's such an eclectic bunch of spells, which is why I called it As Above, So Below.
Yeah, As Above, that's a really interesting title as well, because As Above, So Below, it's a term, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a
That's
term
the
of
spiritual and the material worlds.
Yeah, it's like exactly. So it's about pulling from the spirit world and pulling from beneath us.
Yeah.
And it's a way of rounding off a ritual kind of initiation ceremonies. And the reason why I wanted to call the album As Above, So Below is because I wanted to start the album with As Above, which is me opening the circle.
Taking everyone on this ethereal like soundscape
and then,
of celestial.
And then each song on the album has a message. Each song is a spell, is a ritual that I'm bringing into. I'm creating this energy, and then at the end, So Below is when the rituals are done, and I'm going to close the circle. But
That's amazing.
yeah. But when you break the circle of protection and love and unity that you're in, and the world then comes back in again, what happens?
So what are the main topics that you cover? If you want to divulge some of the topics without too much detail, because we want the listeners to get surprised by the music as well.
So this album has so many different topics. I cover queer love. I cover sexuality and sex. I talk about rituals. I do a love letter to my younger self. I speak directly to transphobes and call them the fuck out.
Damn. Wait, is this like some of the punk music that you were kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, right, get in.
I pull influences to some of my favorite like horror movies in it. There's some Bollywood in there as well. Some Bollywood influences.
I think it's really interesting as well how like a lot of South Asian artists, when they start making music, at some point or another, we want to start pulling in some of the sounds from the motherland as well.
That's it. But it's like, the thing is though, with my album, I didn't want it to be too kind of on the nose with
Too
it.
Bolly.
Yeah, too Bolly.
Yeah.
Because I wanted people to understand that like that is not just the sound that I make. So there is a track on the album, because I released all the track names, called Indian Gold. And that is
See, this is another thing.
that is just wait and see. Just you wait.
See, I even wrote about gold as well.
Did you really?
Yeah. But again, it's just a little like little nod to it. But I think it's very interesting, especially like when a lot of South Asian artists start incorporating their politics into their music as well. I mean, again, I don't like to be on the nose saying it. It's like just such slight nuances, because essentially I just want people to dance to it.
Yeah.
And Celestials are going to get people up on their feet, man. That is a gay club anthem, honestly. Like,
Yeah, get in the clubs.
get into the clubs, man. Get
Now.
into the raves.
That's it.
Yeah, fully. How many how many songs are we expecting on this album, do you reckon?
What, that I'm going to release?
Yeah.
About 5.
5 songs?
Yeah.
5 singles?
5 singles, 5 videos.
Oh my God, that's going to be an absolute treat.
I'm working with an amazing video director called Dale Saunders, who directed and produced the Celestial video.
Which is also out now as well. Absolutely. Yeah, that video was
Yeah, it was me
Fucking amazing.
and 3 amazing queer performers, The Creeper to Cares, Eva Saration, and Romeo de la Cruz.
Yes.
All 3 of them are fantastic performers, really individual. And I wanted the video to really be about celebrating every single person's authentic self.
Yeah.
And
No backup dancers.
no backup dancers, none of that. It's like, it's not just about me, it's about all of us together. There's no hierarchy. So I wanted everyone to kind of like really just shine. And the video dropped on my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Yeah, on the
Bollyvvitch.
26th of September. It's on YouTube, and I've had such great feedback from it, and I can't wait. I'm filming the next video for the next single in a couple of weeks.
Damn, the train is going. The
It's
train
going.
is
It's going.
rolling.
It's rolling.
So,
It's rolling.
so I want to talk more about the video of Celestial. So the artists you have on there, the performers,
Yeah.
they're actually from your events.
Yes.
Yeah, the performers at your event. So do you want to tell people about your event?
Yeah, so in Manchester, I have a cabaret called Apocalypse Cabaret with a hyphen between POC because you know
the POC is the word.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I call it Manchester's POC Queer Coven Collective because it's my way of celebrating not just drag but celebrating alternative ways of performing, whether it be burlesque, live music, dance, drag, spoken word, and having a platform that is made for you, like by all of us. And it launched in 2022 and it just became an instant hit.
Oh, definitely, especially for Manchester as well. I know
For
there's
Manchester as well. And
Manchester
I put it, I made sure that it was slap bang in the middle of Canal Street because Canal Street is notorious for being very white and not very inclusive. Sorry to say it. I'm already like...
That's part of taking up the space, though.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
So Apocalypse, I wanted it to be in Canal Street because it's like we belong there. I barely get booked on Canal Street, so it's like
Yeah.
I wanted to create something there where I can prove that actually all of these lineups that we see that are predominantly white or all white, it's
usually a clique of people
yeah,
as well. Yeah,
you know what? There are performers out there that you can bring up, that you can platform. I'm doing it, and it's not about tokenizing people. Just bring people to the stage and celebrate who they are.
Yeah, give people, especially like people in our communities as well. Like, I hate like being a token. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of the times it's, like, it's not us being a token. It's just the fact that look, why can't we also have a space where we're not like fighting with the commercial popular people that are already on the scene,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's not a diversity quota. It is the fact that we also need space as well. And if we're not going to have the space, we'll create it ourselves.
And
And that's what you've done with
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
and as well as that, I want people to know that when you're part of Apocalypse, it's not a case of you perform right next by. It's like actually you become a part of the coven.
Yeah, I love that
like
so
we
much.
are all together. That's what I want.
Can SpitXL be part of the coven as well?
Absolutely.
Yes,
When you-
please.
yeah, you
Yes,
definitely need to be
please.
a part of
Yeah,
it.
I'm due in Manchester very, very soon to see you,
Yes,
obviously.
absolutely.
And come for the Monster Ball. I've got a really amazing song next that you've
Nice.
recommended. So it's from this iconic Bollywood film called Devdas.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're both South Asian artists. We're talking quite a bit about the South Asian culture. It's only right that we play some.
Yeah. And I chose this song because this is the very first song I ever performed in drag. So that's why this at Glitterfy in Manchester, I performed this, and this launched my drag persona. So
Oh, amazing! Oh, they're even more exciting. This film, Devdas, it had the Dola. Is that the
Yeah,
same
that's
film?
it, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the movie. Okay, yeah, it's all coming back to me. Yeah, SpitXL knows. Okay, so do you want to introduce this next song?
yeah, so the next one is called Maradala from the movie Devdas.
ये किसकी है आहट ये किसका है साया हुई दिल में दस्तक यहाँ कौन आया हम पे ये किसने हरा रंग डाला हो हम पे ये किसने हरा रंग डाला खुशी ने हमारी हमें मार डाला मार डाला ना चांद है तेरी पर सजाया, ना तारों से कोई भी रिश्ता बनाया, न रब से भी कोई शिकायत की, हर गम को हमने छुपाया, हर सितम को हंस के उठाया, कांटों को भी गले से लगाया और फूलों से जख्म खाया। हाँ मगर दुआ में जब ये हाथ उठाया, ओ हाँ मगर दुआ में जब ये हाथ उठाया, खुदा से दुआ में तुम्हें मांग डाला, ओ मांग डाला, अल्लाह मांग डाला, अल्लाह मांग डाला। किसने हमें मार डाला, हमें मार डाला, हमें मार डाला, अल्लाह मार डाला, 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 मार
I could just listen to that over and over.
Absolutely fucking beautiful, man. The film was iconic as hell.
It
as
really
well.
was. I think
Yeah.
at the time it was the most expensive Bollywood movie ever made.
The production was insane.
insane.
The outfits, the choreography, even just like the places they actually danced in.
Yeah.
They also had that again. We mentioned it earlier. Like this really was it iconic dance? Was it for Dolan?
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, actually, fun fact, I used to actually dance to that with my sister. She'd make me play Madhuri and she'd be Aishwarya. And then we'd just be like, do that. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to start wrapping up soon. I want to hear a bit more from Bollyvvitch and let the people know what to expect from you coming in the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of months, where they can find you.
Yeah. So you can find me on everything at Bollyvvitch with 2 V's. So BOLLYVVITCH. So that is on everything. YouTube, Instagram, everything.
Why'd you stylize it as Bollyvvitch?
So I started off as the Bollyvvitch with a W when I was doing drag. But then I changed it very subtly to just Bollyvvitch with 2 V's.
I was thinking this. Has it always been like
No.
this?
And it was the reason why is because I wanted to kind of move into like an evolved version of myself. The 2 V's is kind of an ode to folklore and how you would spell the word witch back in the day before the letter W actually existed.
Or was it just like separated?
It was just 2 V's.
Oh, no way.
Which is why the folk horror movie The Witch is called...
educating the kids as well, man.
So that's why the folk horror movie The Witch is called The Witch
with 2 V's. Yes,
So it's not The Witch, it's The Witch. Because at that time when that movie came, like when that movie was based...
amazing. I fucking love that film
so
as well,
the time when that movie was based, that letter didn't exist.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's what I wanted to do with this. So yeah, you can find me at Bollyvvitch.
With 2 V's.
With 2 V's, bollyvvitch.com. And coming up, I will be dropping another single in November.
Ooh.
And let me tell you that the next single is completely different to Celestial, so I can't wait for you to hear it. There'll be visuals and everything, so I can't wait.
Where can the people find you as well? Like, in what cities are you usually performing in?
Yeah, so I'm performing in Manchester. I'm also performing in... oh my God, where am I performing? Bristol. That's it. I'm actually performing in Bristol because I'm part of Glitterfies Collective, performing as in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So we're doing that next weekend. And then I'm doing some shows in Manchester. I'm doing a Halloween show, I think, on the 1st of November in Nottingham with Dirty Filthy Sexy.
Ooh, get in.
So that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. But all of the gigs that I've got coming up are all on my website, all on my Instagram, on my social media. So you'll be able to find me, no problem. And yeah, more music coming up. And then the album, which will be available for pre-save pretty much now. And you'll also be able to pre-order it on vinyl and on CD.
Iconic. The Sigil people will absolutely die for the vinyls, mate.
And when I say that, it'll even have a booklet with the lyrics. Proper 90s, proper good stuff.
Wait, that used to make albums, man.
That used to make albums.
So much time just scrolling through, looking at the pictures. And
absolutely. It's an event, and I designed all of it. And then the full album will be released on the 13th of February. But before then, I will be dropping loads of I'll be dropping basically little previews of every single song on the album. So you get to actually hear quite a lot of it before the album actually comes out. And breaking news, on the 13th of February next year, not only will my album be fully available for everyone to buy, but I'll be doing an Apocalypse Cabaret album launch.
Amazing. Is this going to be in Manchester? Fantastic. You hear this, people. In Manchester.
Yes.
When are tickets going to get available?
Oh, they'll be coming out soon. So
Okay.
I'm bringing Apocalypse Cabaret back after a bit of a break. And yeah, 13th of February will be the first one for 2026, and it'll be an album launch.
I'm saying to all the queer kids of 0121, this is a show that you can't miss.
Absolutely.
If you've not seen Bollyvvitch perform yet, this is your opportunity. You've done a fair few shows in Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. I've performed in Birmingham, and I've loved performing in Birmingham.
We want you back,
Have
man.
me back, please.
Yeah, we
Anyone,
want you
let
back.
me know. Hit me up.
There's some amazing parties I think that you'd go great with. One of the you've got Apocalypse Drag, but we've also got this amazing party called Plug Hole Party.
Yeah.
I'll be there on the 11th. Plug Hole Party is a really nice alternative party, but right now they're prioritizing also queer POCs.
Amazing.
But then it is very similar. It's similar, but it gives you multiple vibes. Everyone goes there, freaks, mate. We're all fucking freaks. We're all fucking sleazy.
Love that.
It is the space. But yeah, but there's so many other shows that are going to be popping up, and we would love to have you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love
And
to
as
have
time
you.
goes on, more music's going to be coming out, and you'll be seeing me around. I'm not going anywhere. This is just the beginning.
Just the beginning. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. All right, so we're going to just start finishing things off, and we're just going to finish with our final little song. Thank you so much to Bollyvvitch. You can find her on Instagram at Bollyvvitch with 2 V's.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm your host, SpitXL, coming to you from Fruit Punch. We also do queer POC events around Birmingham. Look out for us on Instagram. Fruit Punch Brum. You can also find us on Eventbrite as well. And hope you guys all have a good month. Thank you for joining us, Evie. Just wanted to say also though, so this is actually a song that we've actually danced to. So when we first met, it was actually in this, we were booked for this iconic party in London. It's this queer South Asian party called Hangama.
Yes.
I produced this little track for the event, for the little album that they did.
Yeah.
And I've had the pleasure to be dancing on stage with Evie, Bollyvvitch. So this is the song I'm going to wrap up with. A little, progression from the last Bollywood
Let's
song.
get into
but this
its
is
vibes.
Bollywood, a bit of a
Just get
house
into
and
it.
all remix,
Get into its vibes.
Get into it, man.
utopia.